told y'all they ain't have no maids today. So when I checked out my room, what's going on? When I checked out my room, uh, wow, thank you, man. Anyway, so I said, well, can I get it back? I'll take it back. Yeah, I'm live now, man. Thank you, thank you. So and show you, man. I just came in. Look, I just dumped everything on the bed. I just dumped everything on the bed, man. You know, I'm gonna clean it off when I get ready to get in it. But I said, let me come in here and get in brand and go live. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. So, you know, I thought I was gonna be sleeping in the caddy tonight, and I'm gonna be back in the bed. All them jokers that, hey, now let me see the one that came up about me sleeping in the caddy. Now come on back up. Now let me see. You sit there. You jumped too soon, buddy. You made fun of me too soon. Okay? Yeah, I am. I am. I am. I am. I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. You know the one talking about, yeah, I'm sleeping in the caddy. Where you at? Where you at now? What you got to say now? You know? What you got to say now? I'm right back. What you got to say now? You see? Oh, you just knew, man. You just knew I was gonna be in the caddy tonight. Where you at? And said I ain't block it. Now, I'm glad I didn't block it. Cause when you was talking all the talk, I ain't even know nobody had sent me no money. I ain't know. You know, I'm telling you, seriously, man. I told you I was going because because I was doing a lot of talking and not really paying attention to the comments. You know, one of my supporters say, hey, check, go. I sent you a Zelle. And I said, wow. And I was going into Whole Foods to charge up my speaker. And when I saw that, I immediately went back. I said, man, let me go back. I came in the hotel. The guy said, I said, man, it's my room. Did anybody rent my room? He said, we ain't had no maids today. So we couldn't get to your room. I said, I'll take it back. He said, you got a reservation? I said, I'll make it right now. I'll make it right now. And made the reservation right there in front of him, man. And bless God, I'm back in the same room. See, so I let him clean it up in the morning. I ain't got no problem with it. None whatsoever. So you know, God is good. He is. And truthfully, I needed that. I needed that boost, man. I needed this for my faith. You know, cause when I found out I had some money, I said, man, Lord, please let me be able to get the same room. That was my prayer, man. Please let me be able to get the same room. And I got the same room. Wouldn't that be something if it come out in the lottery tonight? me something, and I ain't got no money. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. At least I got some gas, man. I can get back to the White House tomorrow. You know. So that's how I'm gonna deal with it, man. That's just how I'm gonna deal with it. Well, but you know, but see, that was for a reason because when he was cutting up was when the money was sent to me. When he was cutting up, I had the money then, didn't know it. I didn't cause I wasn't reading the comments, and I didn't even know, man. Somebody had sent me some money. Said check your Zelle, and my Zelle goes straight into my account. Hey, Lo, by the way, thank you very much. That's my nickname. That's my pet name, Lo. That's my pet name, Lo. So don't try to copy me, doggone it. Get your own pet name. That's my pet name. So, um, and all y'all got a pet name. All a pet name is a nickname. Oh, let me address something. Let me address this. You know, Charleston White is talking about Asian hate, trying to stir up some Asian hate. And he's talking about um, how Chinese are selling bad products, bad food. See, I can't blame the Chinese. If your dumb ass stupid enough to keep coming in there buying inferior products, then I'm gonna sell it to you. Cause that's your dumb ass. When are we gonna take responsibility of our own money? See, them Asians can get loans to come in and open up businesses that we can't. And see, and because we got so many Asian businesses in the black community, the first point of contact for a black person and an Asian is probably in a store. And 9 times out of 10, those Asians are gonna treat that black community like shit. I mean, let's just be real about it. You see, they come in, they get the money, and they treat them like shit, and they gone. So now they come out of this business established upset, angry, and what you think they gonna do? Strike out at the first thing that looked like what pissed them off. And see, they're not savvy enough to know the difference between a Japanese, a Korean, or China. They don't know the difference. They don't know the difference. All of them look the same to them. If it look Asian, it's Chinese. That's how dumb they are. So man, take control of your own money. Quit complaining about what the Chinese is bringing in the community. Stop buying. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to threaten them. You ain't got to wish no harm on nobody. You know? So take control of your money. If you ain't happy with the products that they selling, stop buying. But to see, the reason they don't want to stop buying is because those stores are convenient. See, they don't want to be inconvenient. They don't want to have to go an extra 2 blocks or 3 blocks or 5 blocks. See, they don't want to do that. See, they want to go right to the corner and cuss the man out and do all the other stuff and come on back because it's convenient. Yeah, I saw that, man. So that's all you got to do. You know, stop, man, stop wishing ill on people. Just control your money. If you ain't happy with their services, don't spend your money. How long you think they're going to stay in business if you ain't spending no money? See, that's the mistake we making. All these jokers marching and doing all that other shit, that ain't, that ain't helping nothing. And you still spending your money? Man, when we gonna start protesting with our money? I keep telling y'all, white America is missing the greatest wealth transfer this world has ever seen by not giving this group of black people reparations. If they gave this group of black people reparations, they give it right back to them and be in debt. And be in debt. And that's just the way it is. And you got folk fighting and don't realize, man, if you give them some money, they're gonna give it right back to you because this group of black people, all they are consumers. That's all they do is consume. Ain't nobody taught them about investing. They ain't interested in investing. They just want to consume. See, they want to, their material possessions of what give them the credibility. You know, so no, man. White America is missing the greatest wealth transfer by not giving this group of black people reparations. I'm telling you, they're going to be in debt. They'll give it right back to them and be in debt. So I don't know why y'all fighting them. Go on, give them that money so you can get richer. so because all you going to do is get richer. It ain't going to hurt you. I guarantee you it ain't going to hurt you. Give them some money. Shoot. Them jokers had that money spent, man, before they get it in the bank. It'll be gone. Be gone. But I just had to come back, man. Why my buddy that had the truth conductor in the caddy handle? Where he at? Where he at? When I was down by the White House, man, he was wearing me out. Where he at? Where he at? See, that's where you at? Where you at? And you was teasing me, you know, making fun of me about being in the caddy. Where you at? No, you ain't got to hide now. Don't hide now. See, I keep telling you, man, you know, the Bible say, when you exalt wisdom and understanding, it will cause you to inherit wealth. That's what they say, it will cause you. Okay? Yeah, he ain't nowhere to be found. See, he caused me to be able to come back into this hotel. Isn't it ironic? The day I check out, they ain't got no maids. Isn't that ironic? The day I check out, they ain't got nobody to clean rooms. And I bet you there'll be full staff tomorrow. Bet you there'll be full staff tomorrow. But today they ain't had nobody. Ain't that interesting? And I was able to come back in the same room I was in. Ain't that interesting? You know? Now I got some blessings on my side, man. That ain't nothing but the blessing of God. That's all that is. That's just the blessing of God. And I had people had their guns ready to lay me out about being in the caddy. They had the guns out. I'm telling you, had the guy on let me see what that last. I'm gonna show y'all something. Let me show you 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 something. No, you ain't the one. You ain't the one. You ain't the one. You probably upset because I do have the room. You ain't the one. Ain't that interesting, man? People wish for your downfall and get upset when they don't see it. Them jokers get upset, you know. All right, and well, you know, seriously, man. If yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. If people really understood what I was doing, man, I'm telling you, just wait. Somebody is gonna talk about that, and somebody gonna come down there and interview me about playing those national anthems. Somebody is gonna come and interview me about that. Okay? No, I can call on him because I try to obey him. That's why I call on him. I try to obey him, buddy. That's what I work hard to try to obey him. Because I know when I try to obey him, he got to answer me. See, he got to answer me. It's just that simple. You know? But that's what I do, man. And you'll be surprised at how many people are afraid to say where they're from. They scared. See, you got to remember, at one time, D.C. was the murder capital of the world. That's when we were like about 70% black. Okay? And that stigma still exists today. See, a lot of people don't realize We are no longer, black folk are not no longer the majority in Washington, D.C. We're no longer the majority. All right? But people think we are. And because of the stigmas, you know, a lot of people, and when they come from other countries, you know, they also tell them about black people. So you got these stigmas that people are dealing with. All right? It's mixed. It's mulatto. We ain't Chocolate City no more. We mulatto. We mulatto, buddy. And a mocha. No, we ain't mulatto. We mocha. We mocha. It's changing fast, man. DC is changing fast. And if they ever say DC residents would not have to pay federal income taxes, you wouldn't have a place for rent, for sale, for nothing in Washington, D.C. You wouldn't have, people would be renting out their rooms. I'm telling you, that's how bad it would be. People would be renting out their rooms so folk can come and claim a D.C. residence so they don't have to pay income taxes. See, forget statehood. We don't need no statehood. Let D.C. residents not pay federal income taxes. That's what y'all can do for us. See, because we taxation without representation anyway. We ain't got no representation, so why are we paying federal income taxes? That's just my take on it. See, that's what I would fight for. But then I know, you know, poor folk would be pushed out of the city. Because people with money, man, would be bombarding this place. See, and that's just the way it is. Why you think everybody rushing to Florida? And see, this is another thing. Man, this is the one thing that I admire most about my wife. If I gave my wife a lump sum of money and say, baby, grow this, my wife have enough ideas where she could take that money and make it grow. See, a lot of people, when you give them money, they have no idea of how to make that money grow. They just live off of it because they have no idea how to make the money grow. See, when you get some money, first thing you want to do, man, how can I make this grow? And especially if you're a creator. So now, you see, this is why it's important for you to try to be the creator of your own stuff, because you're cutting out the middleman. See, that's why you want to create your own stuff. Well, no, not that she's the real entrepreneur, but she got those skills, and she good with money. And I have no problems, man. I'm telling you, if I ran into a lump sum of money, man, I'd give my wife, here, baby, grow this. You grow this, and I'm gonna grow this, and then we'll come together down the road somewhere. And see, that's what people need to learn how to do, man. They need to know how to grow their money. And see, you got people always want to run after somebody else's ideas. It ain't nothing wrong with that. But, man, cut out the middleman. Create your own ideas. Take a risk on you. And see, most folk are afraid to take a gamble on themselves. And then they'll be loyal, they'll be faithful, and they'll be dedicated to somebody else. But they won't do it to themselves. They won't give themselves the same loyalty. They won't give themselves the same dedication. Okay? They won't give themselves the same commitment. But boy, for a job and some benefits, they'll break down a door to hell. But they won't do it for themselves. See, our educational system do what? Teach us to go to school, get a good education, to get a good job. That's what our educational system teaches us. Go to school, get you a good education, so you can get a good job. Them schools don't tell you, go to school, get you a good education, and work for yourself. They don't tell you that. See, that's why you have so many people, when you work for yourself, say you clout chasing. Because their mindset is job. See, they have to have somebody over them. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I got the same one, too. I was able to get the same one. Yeah, same one. So, yeah, I'm back in it. The same one. And maybe the next time I leave, I'll be going to my new place. That's what I believe. When I leave out of here, I'm going to be going to my new place. That's what I believe. And if I can have what I say, that's what I say, man. When I leave out of here, I'm going into my new place. Yeah, I want that caddy account too. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Where the caddy account at? Where the caddy account at? I'm sleeping in the caddy. Where you at? Where you at? I know you're lurking. I know you're lurking, buddy. I know you're lurking. I know you're in here lurking somewhere. Where you at? That's your nature. That's your sneaky nature. I know you're in here lurking. Where you at? Yeah. Yeah, you was wearing me out when I was at the White House. But Man, I tell you, now God made that, spoke that into existence, man. That's God. That's how God do. God tell you, don't tease your enemy, because he might lift up the curse when you teasing your enemy. See, that's why you don't rejoice when other people are going bad, because God might lift up that curse. You see? And again, when he was doing that, I had the money and didn't even know it. No, I ain't fooled nobody. That's my stuff right there. So I just came in and threw my stuff on the bed. I ain't got to fool nobody. I ain't got to lie about that. I checked out. They ain't had no maids. They ain't had no maids. So didn't nobody clean the room. And so I said, I'll take it back. Because I wouldn't have came in here if somebody else had been in this room. But because I was in the room, I don't mind coming behind me. I don't have a problem with coming behind me. You see, that's coming behind somebody else? Nah. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just waiting for the caddy account to come back up in here. I know he in here lurking somewhere. So I'm just waiting for you to come on back up in here. Since you just knew I was gonna be in the caddy. You just knew I was gonna be in the caddy. Okay? Yeah, I got me 2 more nights, man. Yeah, I got me 2 more nights. Sure did. And be working on the other ones, man. Cause the manager know I'll take a day at a time. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem. I take a day at a time. Don't matter with me. Yeah, he made a caddy account just to troll me. And look where I'm at. Back in the hotel. I'm back in the hotel. You know, and he made a caddy account to troll me, and I'm back in the hotel. Where you at, man? Where you at? Where you at? Because I know if I went live from the caddy, you would have wore my ass out. You would have wore me out. Where you at? I'm live. Where you at? I got one clown I got to block. I hate a liar, man. Hate a liar. Block this clown. Yeah. Wait, where you at? I know you're lurking. I know you're lurking. Come on out. I know you're lurking. Come on out. God is good. God is good. No joke. God is good. God is good. We got to, we're going to have to, hey man, that's up to God. You know, I ain't got to figure out nothing. All I got to do is just keep walking in my righteousness. The White House, you think the White House national anthem strategy works? I'm telling y'all, one day, somebody gonna come interview me about that. Because see, people from other country take that serious. And that just goes to show you how other people feel about their national anthem. Man, you saw them 2 people from Afghanistan stood there, that man and that woman stood there with their hand on their chest in front of the White House, and somebody is filming it. Okay? And she was crying. She was crying. Because we don't know what she had to go through to get here. See, we don't know. See, we don't know what she left behind. We have no idea. But we know that especially Afghanistan. See, we know because we was in that war for the longest. So we don't know what she had to do to go through that. And I'm serious, man. She wiped away her tear. Now, if you touch when you cry, and especially when it's hearing your national anthem. See, let me tell you something. Y'all don't know when the last time that woman heard her national anthem in America. You don't know the last time. And that could have been her first time coming to the White House. And she hear her national anthem? Oh man. see, and she might not ever get that chance again. See, that's the crazy part. See, one day I'm gonna be too busy and too famous to go sit down there in front of that White House and play national anthems. And anybody that come behind me ain't gonna have the same effect. Because people gonna know they copying what I came down and started. So they ain't gonna have the same effect. See, this is one of them things that can't nobody really duplicate. Because the duplicate ain't gonna have the same power. See, so when I get famous and too busy, somebody else come down and try to do that, they ain't gonna get the same impact. Because one, they ain't gonna have no message. See, I have a message that they beam all over the world. And even if somebody did come down there with a message, they trying to follow me. See, because I done set the blueprint. And you think, you watch. It's going to be a whole lot of people running around with a sign. Watch. It's going to be a whole lot of people running around trying to advertise something. Okay? And I'm telling you. See, this is what I be trying to tell people. And I showed y'all. I played some national anthem where people ran out the crowd with their phone on. You know, I had about 5 or 6 different people from Indonesia beaming back to Indonesia. I said, I should be a star in Indonesia. Because every time they come down there, I see a group of them, man, I play their national anthem, and they beaming it back to their country. I should be a star in Indonesia. I'm serious. From playing their national anthem in front of the White House. And it's going to take one country to come down there and give me an invitation, a free trip, all included, to visit their country from sitting there playing the national anthem in front of the White House. Somebody going to say, man, come on over here. You good for tourism. You imagine? If a country invited me to their country for playing the national anthem in front of the White House, can you imagine the impact that would have on tourism? Both ways. Both ways. Now, you're going to have people from that country wanting to come to the White House to see that. And then you're going to have people from America wanting to go to that country to see what that's like. See, because I'm going to be beaming what I'm seeing in that country back to America. And they're beaming what they're seeing back to Indonesia. And people call me crazy. And people call me crazy. I'm crazy. But I can get my message all over the world. But I'm crazy. Go figure that one out, because I can't. And I showed y'all. And see, the word ain't even got around. Imagine what it would be like when the word get around. What's going on? Shoot, everybody and their mama gonna be coming and want to put something in that bucket. Okay? I'm not. I'm not surprised. Because that anti-wokeness is anti-black. Most companies right now don't want to elevate anything black. And that's just the reality. You know, I've seen this before. I'm 70 years old. So I've seen this before. All right? I know see, let me tell you something. Let me show you the type of person that I am. Now, what if Mercedes-Benz came and said, we want to sponsor that message. We'll give you an NIL for $10 million. All right? You know what I would do? I would take $1 million. First of all, I'd get $5 million in stock and $5 million in cash. That's what I would do. I would get half in stock and half in cash. Because my goal is to make that stock go up. Okay? My goal is to make that stock go up. How am I going to make that stock go up? Because I'm going to take some of that $5 million that you done gave me, and wherever I go, I'll go to a gas station and say, how much it costs for you to sell out? And I'll say, anybody with a Mercedes-Benz, come on, get a tank full of gas. Only Mercedes-Benz cars. Come and get a tank full of gas. And I'll do that everywhere I go. I'll go to a gas station or several gas stations. Okay? And say, any Mercedes that pull up on the lot, give them a tank full of gas. You think their stock wouldn't go up? And now people going out, and what they buying? A Mercedes-Benz. You think their stock wouldn't go up? You think they wouldn't make money? See, the majority of the influencers now are takers. It's a give situation for them. They're the ones that's getting. I ain't not. You start small. Speak for yourself, buddy. I ain't starting small. Why should I start small? Why I got to start small? You start small. I ain't starting small. I'm 70 years old. What the fuck I look like trying to start small for at 70? No, because I'm bringing something to the table. Why I got to start small? You got to teach people how to treat you. No, seriously. You got to teach people how to treat you. And if they don't want you, I ain't got to prove nothing. I done proved. I done already proved. I can get the word all over the world. I'm all over the world. What you mean I got to prove it? I'm already all over the world. What I got to prove? You act like you talking to some dummy here. I'm sitting down where the world meets, and you telling me I got to prove something. And I'm all over the world with my message. What I got to prove? Tell me what I got to prove. Nothing. Not a thing. I ain't got to prove nothing, man. Only thing I need is a chance. I show you what I can do. I ain't got to talk about it. I, I ain't just start this. Listen, this ain't my first rodeo. That's what you got to remember. This ain't my first rodeo. Well, see, sooner or later, somebody, okay? I just use Mercedes Benz as an example. It could be anybody. You can find out a way to give back to them. Low. What's going on, Laurie? So, no, man, you got to, you have to be creative. See, again, I want y'all to remember this. Most folk that get a lump sum of money don't know how to make it grow. Most folk don't know how to grow money. Okay? And that's what you need around you is people, and I'm talking about grow it the right way. You got a lot of people that can grow it wrong. You got a lot of people that can grow it cheap. But very few people can grow it the right way. And that's what I'm talking about, growing it so you ain't got to be looking over your shoulder. You ain't got to be worrying about what nobody is saying and what nobody doing, because you're doing it the right way. And consequently, because most folk don't know how to grow money, all they do is consume, is buy, is spend. See, and they might be getting some interest here and there, but they don't know how to grow no money. See, when you start growing your own money, you have a less chance of being scammed. Let me say that again. When you start growing your own money, you have a less chance of somebody running a scam on you. Because you growing this money. You ain't depending on what somebody else is doing or what somebody else is saying. See, look how many people shoot. You think some investors ain't lost no money with these two bank closing? See, they talking about, you know, everybody gonna be made, somebody gonna get screwed in that process. Somebody gonna get screwed. Guarantee you, man. See, they talking about they gonna make everybody whole. Some folk gonna get screwed, buddy. I don't know. I had to see what they offering. I had to see what they offering, man. You know, that's as simple as that. You want to be a sponsor? Send me a contract. Let me take a look at it. I guarantee you, buddy. I have somebody go through that joint with a fine tooth comb too, buddy. All right. So yes, indeed. How do you feel? How by? I don't feel. I don't feel because he's only gonna do what he's told. Is y'all the president of the United States don't really have no power. President of the United States is told what to do. President of the United States is told what to do. It's somebody pulling his or her string. Okay? It's just that simple. And them jokers don't play either. And if you don't think they don't play, look at John F. Kennedy. One of the most popular presidents in the country. Look what they did for him. Because he wanted to do something different. So you're going to do what you told. Or you ain't going to be around. Why you think Obama never did anything constructively for black people? The majority of the work Obama did was for gays. Because if he had really had a black agenda, Michelle would be a widow right now. And that's for real. Okay? They're not worried about Trump, man. They're not worried about Trump. See, y'all don't pay attention to the game. Y'all don't pay attention to the game. The one thing that you know about Trump right now, he got a fast food diet. That's the one thing that you know about Trump right now. He got a fast food diet. And if that man had a heart attack, what you think they gonna blame it on? That fast food. That fast food. That's what they're gonna blame it on. They're gonna blame it on his diet. Because they don't already set the table for that. And y'all don't really see that. Y'all don't pay that any attention. How many times have you seen him, with a bunch of fast food? Bunch of McDonald's. Burger King. They're blaming on his diet. Well, look when he went to Ohio. Where did he go? McDonald's. When the basketball teams or football teams would visit the White House, what do he have? Fast food, McDonald's or Burger King. McDonald's, yeah, he sure did. He got a fast food diet, man. Every time you see him, he eating McDonald's. You know, and that fast food diet ain't no good for you, man. I don't care what you say. That processed food is not good for you. And right now, if something happened to his health, the first thing they're gonna blame it on is his diet. That's what they're gonna blame it on. That's fact. Listen, Subway, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy, Taco Bell, Popeyes, Kentucky Fried Chicken, all them joints, processed foods. They are processed foods. That's what you eat. Yeah, so see they got Subway going around as healthy, and Subway is processed food. Your body is not designed to digest processed foods. That's not what we're designed. Our body wasn't designed for that. And a lot of stuff that, they're telling you that's healthy is actually killing you. I don't care what their slogan is. You eating processed foods. They're processed. Fast foods is processed. Period. It's processed foods. Processed. Processed. You got processed foods in there. Okay? And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Most people don't have the time or the energy to go to work and come home and cook. See, they don't have that kind of discipline. So they'll go to work and go out to dinner or go to a restaurant. Pick up some fast food. Why do you think they call it fast food? And I'm gonna tell y'all something else that is gonna come to a head this year. TikTok. TikTok is gonna come to a head this year. Okay? Now I want y'all to remember this. 9/11 is when you call an emergency. That's when the country was attacked. 9/11. Anytime you see a bomb in a cartoon or before it explodes, what is it doing? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I'm telling you. China owns TikTok. And TikTok got control of your telephone. And look, and let me show you something. This boy sitting here talking about he hope Chinese women get raped. I bet you China all up in his business through TikTok. I bet you China's all up in his business through TikTok. Okay? I bet you every conversation he has, they know about it because they listening through TikTok. Because you done gave him control of your microphone and your camera. Okay? You done gave him control and your bank account. They got your banking information too. Okay? Well, but here again, and see, once again, when are we gonna start controlling our money? When are we gonna start being responsible? Just cause somebody set up shop in your neighborhood, don't mean you got to go and support them. It's just that simple. Okay? I mean, seriously, think about this. Why you got to threaten a business when you ain't got to go in there? Why you got to be upset? I mean, think about it, man. Why you got to cuss them out and be upset when all you got to do is just pass right on by, go somebody else? But you don't want to do that. See, you want the convenience. And now you complaining because of the quality of food you got. If you too stupid to know you getting some inferior food and you keep going in there and buy it, why you mad at that person? When you know the food is inferior and you keep going in there supporting them, why you mad at them? When your dumb ass won't keep your money in your pocket and go somewhere else. But you mad at them because they stuff, you gonna make them bring you, take your money somewhere else. Okay? I mean, take your money somewhere else. Why are you complaining about a Chinese business in your community when your community don't have to support it? Why don't they support somebody else? And you upset because they're selling you inferior stuff. Why you keep going back buying it? And you know it's inferior. Why you keep buying it? That's my question. Why you keep going in there supporting it? Yeah, you see what I'm saying? They won't do that. Y'all, I try to eat healthy. I really do. I try to eat healthy. Sometimes I splurge on some chicken wings. Can't eat no fish no more. and look like I'm allergic to meat. Cause shoot, my gal's still acting up, man. Now I'm eating chicken wings. I thought, I gave up fish. Cause every time I eat fish, man, my joints start acting up. And I finally connected the two. So I said, let me cut the fish out. And then every now and then, I'm going to get me a chicken wing. And I noticed my stuff still, oh, God. Mean I got to stop eating chicken, too? oh, 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 boy. I'm serious. Oh, man, I wish I could. I can't eat it. I wish I could eat fish, man. And see, y'all ain't had no pain until you get some gout that kick in. And it starts out as a little bitty pain. And if you don't catch it, when that little bitty soreness come in, oh my goodness, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. And for however many days that you have to deal with it, you deal with it. And you do. Yeah, but all I can tell, the only thing I can say to people when no, listen, catfish and tilapia. Matter of fact, tilapia is one of the nastiest fish that you can eat. And a lot of people think it's healthy. Some of y'all need to go back and do some research how tilapia is raised. See, and that's the first thing y'all want. First thing y'all want is some tilapia. You need to read how that stuff is raised, man. And see, and a lot of us know better. Okay, where you think you're gonna get them from? Where you think? Where you think? Where you think they come from? It's all farm raised. Salmon is farm raised. Salmon is farm raised. What are you talking about? You don't get fresh salmon now. You gotta go to Alaska, or Norway, or somewhere get you some fresh salmon. Okay, you ain't gonna find all the salmon you see now is farm raised. It's farm raised. You know? Oh really? Where can you get some? Where can you get some? Where can you get some fresh salmon from? Where can you get some fresh salmon from? Especially you go to places like the Midwest. Okay? Yeah, tilapia is not healthy. And they pass it off as a healthy fish. And you got a lot of people eating it, man. You might as well be like old pork eating Raheem, eating you some pig feet. Well, I know some people that could tear pig feet up, boy. I mean, they don't have no mercy on no pig feet. They get it all, the fat, all of it. They get it all. No, no. So, but again, you know, your health is your wealth. Your health is your wealth. Man, you healthy, you wealthy. Let me say that again. I don't care how broke you are. If you healthy, man, you wealthy. Because you got some folk that can't do what you doing. You got some people that can't. They got a guy. Next time, next time I see him coming, I'm gonna go live. And he likes this song. Um, this is the song. He introduced me to this song. One day he's always in his wheelchair. He said, I asked him, I said, man, what happened to you? He said, when I was 21 years old, I dove in a pool in the shallow end and broke my neck. And he said, my life hasn't changed. And I was like, wow. He said, really, man, I have a real good life. And I said, what's your favorite song? And he told me the song, and I said, I'm not familiar with that. So he spelt the song out. Let me let y'all hear his. This is the song that he introduced me to, right here. Wait a minute. And every time I see him coming down Pennsylvania in his wheelchair, this is what I start playing, and I mean he'll spin around in that wheelchair, and he be just so bouncing all the way down Pennsylvania Avenue. Y'all, I really have fun what I be doing. I really do. I enjoy it, even though, even with it not being as profitable as it should be. Man, I just enjoy touching people with music. I just enjoy, man, touching people with music. You know, man, see, and to show you, remember the drunk guy that was down there? You notice some of the music that I was playing, he was dancing to. See, so even when they don't want to hear it, they hear it. And you don't know what a person is going through. That's the one thing I've learned sitting in front of that White House, man. You don't know what people are going through. A lot of people bring their problems to the White House looking for answers. A lot of people, man, bring their problems straight to the White House. Anything that happens in the world, and they're going to protest about it right in front of the White House. That's why I say that's what the world needs. And if the White House wasn't important, why we get so many visitors? If it wasn't important, why so many people come to see it? If it wasn't important. And I just take advantage of it. That's all I do. I just take advantage of what they give me. And I try to use it to my advantage. And see, and one day, I'm going to keep on, like I told you, somebody going to come interview me. And then everybody and their mama. See, now I'm going to want to put $1 in the bucket. Because I have been validated. See, the reason nobody has really approached me is because I haven't been validated. See, I have to be validated. I'm a good guy. I'm a good story. And once I'm validated, see, everybody gonna want to jump on the bandwagon. And I know that. That's why, like I said, you wasn't throwing a lifeline when I was broke. You wasn't throwing your panties when I was broke. Keep them in your pocket when I get some money. Because if you throw them at me, I'm going to throw them back at your ass. That's what I'm going to do. All right? I'm going to throw them back at your ass. You wasn't, camping out in front of my house when I was broke. Goddamn, don't camp out in front of my house when you know I got some money. Get your ass on gone. Treat me the same way you did when I was broke. See, I can go to the market, I can go to the store, and go everywhere. And don't nobody bother me. Give me the same respect. Just because you know I got some money, don't give you no right to get in my space. And see, you got a lot of people that think they have a right to get in your space. You don't have a right to get in my space. You don't. So you wasn't trying to get in my space again when I was broke, when I was struggling, when I was trying to make it. You didn't give me no special attention. Why are you giving it to me now? Why am I so popular now? Because you know I got some money? And the worst thing you can do is ask me for something. That's the worst thing you can do. Don't ask me for nothing. If you're in my space and God move on my heart to give you something, I'm going to give it to you. You ain't got to ask me for it. I'm going to give it to you. Matter of fact, might give you more if you didn't ask me. And might give you more if you don't ask. So when you see me, just see what kind of blessing I'm going to be passing out. Because 9 times out of 10, man, I'm going to be blessing people around me. Listen to me, y'all. See, one of the biggest mistakes entertainers make with money is they don't want to be a blessing to people around them. See, they ain't trying to bless nobody around them. That's why they have to have security. Because they ain't trying to bless nobody around them. But man, if you being a blessing to people around you and people know you being a blessing, ain't nobody gonna mess with you. They ain't gonna bother you. They're not gonna bother you. But if you make yourself important, and see, and that's what security does. It makes you important. Cause listen, I ain't worried about it. See, I wouldn't even worry about it. Let me get my hands on some money. And if you want to keep, hanging out at my house, shit, I go get all through the cops. Man, I'll pay you $50 an hour. Sit outside my house. Patrol the neighborhood. This your part-time job. I ain't got to. I got money. I ain't got to worry about you. All I got to do is be a blessing to somebody else. They'll take care of your ass. They'll take care of you. See, that's how I see it. See, you can go anywhere you want to, man. If people know you the real deal, that you ain't no joke, you can go anywhere you want to. What do you mean how I got back? God got me back in here. That's how I got back in here. And you probably the caddy account. Oh, you see, I told you was lurking. You was lurking somewhere. Oh, so you ain't want to come back up in here as the Cadillac. So, true conductor in the caddy. So now you want to know how I got back up in here. Now, God got me back up in here Now, what you think? What you think? What you think? I didn't get here on my looks. my looks didn't work. so I had to have some money. Even when I left this morning, I did leave. I came back. I left. I came back. Somebody sent me some money, and I came back. And I was blessed enough. I got the same room. I sure did. I got the same room. That ain't none of your business where I got the money. Ain't none of your business where I got the money. I didn't get it from you. I didn't get it from you, so why you worried? Why you worried? Ain't none of your business who I got it from. I didn't get it from you, so uh, I ain't hostile. If I was hostile, I would have blocked your ass. So don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm probably their most famous customer. I don't know if I'm their best, but I'm probably their most famous. That had to be it had to be the caddy account. You see, the caddy account didn't come back up in here. Why the caddy account didn't come back? Want me out at the White House? Where you at, caddy? Come on. Where you at, caddy? Where you at? Yeah, you had a good time when I was at the White House. Oh, Cadillac. True conductor sleeping in the caddy. So now I ain't in the caddy. Now what you got to say? Now how you feel? I ain't in the caddy. Now how you feel? And I'll be right back down at the White House tomorrow. Be right back at the White House tomorrow. Okay? Be right back tomorrow. I'll be right back at the White House tomorrow. Sure will. Yes, I will, buddy. Be right back tomorrow. Yes, I will. So I'm glad I showed y'all just how people act. I'm glad because y'all didn't believe me. And notice, I don't deal with one commercial. I don't deal with one commercial, man. Because I have YouTube Premium. I don't have commercials. You know, my music list, I pay for that. I pay for that through Apple. I pay for my music list. And I go down there and give it away free every day. Every day. And seeing people don't even realize it, man. I be giving their stuff free, and half of them don't even want to put $1 in the bucket. And watch. Soon as somebody interview me, oh, I remember him. I saw him. Then everybody know me now. And see, and I tell people, man, if you don't believe what I'm saying, you know, if you don't believe what I'm saying, ask Secret Service. I tell them, you don't believe what I'm saying, ask Secret Service. Ask Secret Service if I'm telling the truth. They'll tell you. Ask them. Matter of fact, the fat guy that was with the two guys that was walking the dogs. One day I was sitting down there, he said, you ain't playing national anthems today? I said, I'm going to get to it, man. He said, please play the national anthems today. Even Secret Service know what I'm doing. And they paying attention. Because, see, when I play national anthems, I let them know who's in the crowd. That's what I do. Okay? I let them know. See, when I'm playing national anthems, I'm telling Secret Service who's in the crowd. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling them who's in the crowd. See, so they know who's in the crowd. And I bet you they can tell you every time I play a country's national anthem. Bet you they can tell you every time. Afghanistan, I bet you they can tell you every time I play Afghanistan's national anthem. Or Libya, or Saudi Arabia, or Jordan. I bet you they can tell you every time I play the national anthems. Because I'm telling them who's in the crowd. And they paying attention. See, that's what the national anthems do. Tell them who's in the crowd. It's just that simple. No, seriously, man. That's what my music do. My music tell them who's in the crowd. And sometimes, man, they be standing there, you know, might be standing on duty, and their fingers, their hands, beating to the music. You know, I'm be watching them. They be beating to the music, man. Be watching them. So, and I try to play music for everybody. I don't just play music for Americans. I got all kinds of music in my on my list, man, from all over the world. And see, and the thing that I find most fascinating when I tell people I'm gonna play their national anthem, a lot of them be surprised when they hear what I'm playing. A lot of them. Probably. 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 And see, and some of them, like that lady today, man. I wish I'll see, man, that lady today was crying. She was crying, standing there with her hand on her chest, crying. Because she was listening to Afghanistan's national anthem in front of the White House. And she was crying. Sure was crying. See, and like I said, we don't know what she had to go through. We don't know what she left behind. We don't know what she's had to endure. But whatever it was, it moved her. Okay? It moved her. It did. It moved her, man. It moved her. And I've had several people bust out and start crying when I be playing their national anthem. They be crying because it's such a powerful moment for them. They can't believe they're standing in front of the White House and somebody's playing their national anthem. You don't know how some people, man, that's all they want to see. Man, I just want to come to D.C. and see the White House. And I'm satisfied. I mean, seriously. That's some folks' mentality, man. They just, if nothing else, man, they want to come to D.C. and see the White House. And see, and when you look at it, the White House is the only residence in the world of a national leader that you can go and do the shit that you do. You can't do that nowhere else in the world but at the White House. You can't do that shit nowhere else in the world but at the White House. Go try some of these other countries and go to the president's palace and see how quick they lock your ass up. And throw away a key too. Shit, you'd be locked up for eons. You can't do that nowhere else in the world but America. And folk don't even appreciate it. You think you can go to Russia and in front of Putin's house and play other countries' national anthem? Think about it. You think you can do that in front of his house? Or chain? I mean, seriously. You think you can go over in Africa in front of the president's house and play other countries' national anthem? You can only do that in America. You can only do that in America. And people don't even appreciate it. You can't do that nowhere else in the world. And they don't even appreciate it. And I ask them, how many times in your lifetime are you going to get a chance to stand in front of the White House, sing your national anthem in your language? Think about that. How many times in your lifetime are you going to get a chance to do that? And folk take that for granted. Folk take something that simple for granted because they think they're going to get a chance to do it again. And it might not ever happen. See, because one day we're going to lose access to Pennsylvania Avenue. Somebody going to do something stupid and they're going to shut the park down. So you're going to have to stand up on 8th Street, a block away, to look at the White House. They're going to move the perimeter. They can move the perimeter anytime they want. Right now, anytime they want, they can move the perimeter around the White House. And right now, we're enjoying the freedom that you ain't got nowhere else in the world. You can't do this nowhere else in the world. And people take that for granted. People don't even appreciate it. You think I can go to Israel and play Palestine's national anthem? Think about it. You think I can go to Israel? Or you think I can go to Palestine and play Israel's national anthem? You think I can go to Yemen and play Saudi Arabia's national anthem? You think I can do that? And I had a guy today. He had a funny kind of, I said, man, where you from? He said, Yemen. That's the dude that gave me the $20 bill. I played his national anthem. He's from Yemen. Most folk would be afraid to play something like that. But, man, I'm just trying to tell people welcome. And not only am I telling you welcome, but I'm letting you know who's in the crowd. And if you have a problem with that, that's your problem. Okay? That's your problem. I don't have a problem with it. Because my goal is to get my message all over the world. And I have people come from Yemen, from Palestine, from Libya, from Jordan. I have them come there. And I play their national anthem. You know, I play their national anthem. Say, welcome. I'm glad you're in D.C. Spend lots of money while you're here. All right? Man, how long I been on here? Hour and a half. No, we do take it for granted, man. You can't do what I'm doing nowhere else in the world. Okay? You can't do what I'm doing nowhere else in the world. Where else in the world can you go out and sit in front of and play a bunch of music? You can't do that nowhere, man. Where can you go down and sit down and all day and play music? You can't do that nowhere in the world. But America. And people take it for granted. Surely you couldn't do it in their country. And maybe that's why they're so hesitant, because they can't do that at home. So they, they stunned. They stunned. And one day, man, I'm going to have them all down there dancing. Weather getting ready to break. I'm gonna have them all down there dancing. The weather breaking. I'm gonna have them all dancing. Now they can't tour the White House, man. Foreigners have to have. You now have to have a security clearance if you're gonna do a White House tour. Okay. If you're gonna do a White House tour now, you have to have a security clearance. And the only way you can get a security clearance is through your congressperson or your senator. And foreigners don't have that. You know? No. You have to only American Congress people or senators can get security clearance for American citizens. Foreigners can't foreigners can't visit the White House. Because that's why they security clearance. They check you out before you come in there. And when I first came to DC, shoot, as long as they had White House passes, you go get a pass, man, and go do a White House tour. I don't care who you were. You can do a White House tour. They cut that out. They cut that out 9/11. That's when they stopped foreigners from coming and visit the White House. And one day, they're going to cut out White House tours. They're going to cut it out. All right? Man, listen. Man, thank y'all. Okay? Thank y'all. Um, uh, you know, God is good. Yeah, a long time ago, man. Long time ago, when you first came, it was easy to get in there. Thank you, man. But you know, y'all see what I do. Y'all see what I do. All right? Y'all see what I do. Every day, that's what I do. I sit there, man. I just wish I had a more powerful speaker. That's the only thing I hate. I don't have a more powerful speaker. I had a more powerful speaker, boy. I raised some hell down there. I raised some hell. I'm serious. I had a more powerful speaker. Shit, I raised some hell down there, but I ain't lying. All that other stuff, I put you out of business. I had a more powerful speaker. You know, that guy there, he wouldn't have been able to take it. You know, he wouldn't have been able to stand it. And one day I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna get me a more powerful speaker. One day I'm gonna have me one. I sure am. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna go sit down. Listen, y'all watch my word for it. It's gonna come a day that I'm gonna just go down there for fun, and everybody is gonna know the true conductor. And I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna start playing music. And everybody gonna wanna take a picture with me. Everybody gonna wanna take a picture. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Well, I came here in 1975. When I came here, I think Jimmy Carter was president. I think. That's the last. I think it was Carter. I think it was, or whoever was before Carter. When I came in, nah, man. They. That's why. If you Google True Conductor, all my social media come up. That's why I just put True Conductor. Because when you Google that, all my social media come up. All my social media come up. Yeah, Gerald Ford. Yeah. 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 That's when I came in, 75. 2 more years, it'd be 50 years, man. It seemed like yesterday. That 50 years seemed like yesterday. I'm serious. That's just 48 years, just like that, gone. 48 years, just like that, gone, gone, and gone, man. 48 years, just like that, gone. Yep, I came here in 1975. Sure did. And this was Chocolate City when I came here. DC was Chocolate City. All right, when I came here, we was Chocolate City, boy. And murder capital. Killing each other like 40 going on. We was worse than Detroit. Back when we were the murder capital of the world, DC was worse than Chicago. DC was worse than Chicago. When we were the murder capital, we were worse than Chicago. Serious, we were worse than Chicago. And you know what? I got to tell you, as a street vendor, I never felt unsafe, as bad as it was. I never felt unsafe. Never felt unsafe, man. Never felt unsafe. And sometimes I'd be out 2, 3 in the morning by myself, and I never felt unsafe. And praise God, nothing ever happened to me either. And I know some vendors that got killed. I know some that got robbed and got killed. You know? And that's why, see, you know, people, you got to think, man, when, especially when you're out in the street. And see, in DC, the Nation of Islam can go anywhere in the city they want to, in any neighborhood. Ain't nobody gonna mess with them. In DC, the Nation of Islam can go anywhere in this city they want to, and ain't nobody gonna mess with them. All right? And since I was a street vendor, I used to always buy a bean pie from them so they would know who I was. So if they ever saw somebody messing with me, they would come to my aid because I'm one of their customers. See, that's how I use them. See, that was my protection. Let me buy a bean pie from you, man. So so I'm a regular. So now when you see me in the street, hey, Brother Don, how you doing? I'm good, brother. How you doing? Now you know me. See, and I was at College Park. I'm telling you, this happened to me. This is real life. It was a basketball game or fight or something that was at College Park, and I was selling T-shirts, and I had my T-shirts all laid out on the ground. And man, they came and tried to steal my shirts. And 2 Nation of Islam walked by there. Black man, you all right? I said, no, sir. and they headed my way. What's the matter, man? What's going on? I said, man, they trying to steal my stuff. Man, them dudes said, leave that man alone, God damn it. Leave him alone. Black man, get your stuff up and get in your truck. That's what they did. And this is same guy that I bought a bean pie from. Same guy. Just happened at the time I needed them. And see, if I didn't patronize them, they'd have walked on by. Walked right on by. Wouldn't say the word. But they knew me. They knew me. See, and that's what I used to do. See, and people say, "Oh, you support the neighborhood?" You damn right. They walk in the neighborhood. Where your ass at? Hey, you talking about you support the neighborhood? You damn right. I said they walk in the neighborhood. Where you at? You in offense because I'm supporting it, and they walk in the neighborhood, and I work the neighborhood. So it's only common sense for me to get to know them. It's only common sense. Since we both in the neighborhood, it's only common sense. That's how you know, maybe I'm done. You know, maybe I'm the one that's a little off. But to me, that's common sense, man. You know, get to know the people doing the same thing you doing. Okay? Yes, indeed. So, you know, and you never know, man, when you gonna have a situation that you got to address. Anyway, look here, y'all. I see I can talk all night, but I ain't gonna talk all night. I ain't talking all night. I ain't fooling with y'all. I'm getting ready to go. You know, as you see, man, I got me 2 more nights. Doggone, shoot. You know, I got 2 more nights, so I'm good. I'm good, and I'll be back at the White House tomorrow. I'll be right back down there tomorrow, man. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going right back to the White House tomorrow. I'll be sitting right there, man, no matter how windy it is. Okay? I'll be sitting right there, playing my music, trying to touch people, man, trying to reach people. All right? So anyway, I see y'all later, man. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. You know, thank you for your support. Thank you for all of that. I couldn't do this if I didn't get help. And as you can see, there are some people that like me. There are some people that like me. Okay? So I must not be a bad guy. I do have some people that like me. All right? Okay? Cause y'all saw me check. I checked that. Matter of fact, I'll show you the receipt. I got the receipt, man. I got the receipt. He gave me a receipt. I show it to you. He sure did. He gave me a receipt. I was gone, buddy. I was gone. Listen, I ain't lying. I came back in here, man. I just threw my shit on the bed. I just threw it on the bed. I sure did. I just threw it on the bed. I got to get that stuff off the bed. I got some shirts I got to watch. I got to start some shirts. All right? Cause I do my own I do my own shirts. And this the last starch one I got right here. So and it's pretty good. It's holding up pretty good. The collar's still good. It's holding up pretty good. All right?